I played a demo for Sliding Hero for a Next Fest, I believe, and I bounced off it. I really liked the pixel art. It was the pixel art that drew me to the game in the first place. It was what got my attention. And when I saw, oh, it's a puzzle game, it was like, well, I'll see. I'll try it. And I did try it. And I have no idea what happened to the footage of it. I'm sure I planned on getting around to turning it into a video at some point. I just didn't. Which happens sometimes. My general thoughts on Sliding Hero were kind of as I expected them to be. Frankly, I absolutely adored the puzzle art, but the pixel art, but I came away from the demo wishing it was a more traditional Zelda-like game. Because it looks like, or it did look like, I haven't seen the 2.0 version, which I'm about to play. I thought I wanted it to be of a more kind of open-ended Zelda-style action RPG with this gorgeous pixel art style. But it isn't that, or it wasn't that. It was a case of, you can move in the 4 cardinal directions and you slide until you hit a wall or something else. And there were puzzles to solve, and there was a map to navigate, and I found it quite difficult to find my way around. Now, part of that could have been the fact that it wasn't what I wanted. And you know how it happens. You know, if you want a thing and you don't get a thing, it's like, oh, I was really hoping this would be more top-down with, some of the slidey bits, but it's more puzzle-focused than combat-focused, or what have you. As I said, it's been months at this point. But anyway, thanks to the devs, I've got the opportunity to try the 2.0 version of the game, which has promised better navigation, amongst other things. My save game will be cancelled. My save game clearly doesn't work, so that's fine. There we go, that's loading. So yes, I've only played the demo. I do not know what to expect from the full game. Shipwrecked. Got a very Final Fantasy 1-esque character. I don't think anyone from the shipwreck was washed up on this shore. Better to head inland. I see no reason to linger here. Is it just me? Now, I've only been up probably half an hour, but that font looks kinda blurry to me. Maybe I need to get my eyes tested again. I don't know. Stranded Hero. Achievement unlocked. I find it quite amusing when you get an achievement just for starting the game. So, here we go. We have got this fabulous pixel art style, but it's all looking quite blurry. And we've got... Oh, hold on. Ah, there we go. I hadn't realised that there was a separate... Right, let's actually put it into... There we go. That's what I was after. Hello, my name is Demajen and I'm a professional. So, as you can see, You press a button and you go in the direction of that button until you hit a wall. And I don't know whether this is the same place as the previous. A visitor? It has been long indeed since I last beheld a new face. Who's there? Please show yourself. Who are you? Where are we? I need to get back to my ship and my soldiers. Don't fret. First I must know who you are. You arrive at this island at a most fateful hour. Island? Which island? Under whose jurisdiction? Before I answer your questions, you must prove your worth. Wait, what do you mean, prove my worth? As swiftly as she appeared, she was gone. Nice little reflection in the water. X. Okay. I believe there's a name for this type of game where you are limited in how you move, but I can't remember what it's called. What's with the giant stone head in the middle of the screen? Aha! That enemy has stats around him. You don't have the correct mask. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh, can't interact with that. Can't interact with that. All of these seem blocked off for now. Is that a cave mouth? It looks like a cave mouth, but I don't think I've got a way of getting into it. No. So we've got a sword, a hammer, and a dagger. Okay, so he did 2 damage to me, but we killed him. Okay, passing through the goddess statue? Question mark. Gives us a heal. Right, there's enemies here. There's also a block that blocketh my path. That's why they're called blocks, you see, because they block you. All the creepy eyes in the wall over there. Can't get out that way. As you can probably tell, I'm not very good at these kinds of things. Which is also part of why I kind of bounced off the game in the first place. Oh, we can't get round there. We can't... Oh. Triangle is map. Is the... Ah! Finally, I found you. The creatures I just faced, were they corpses? More or less. Those corpses are simple puppets, neither living nor dead. Strength is all you need to deal with them. Reanimated corpses, sheer madness. That is how things are here. Yet seeing the way you fought, you sensed in your body that the danger was real. Were you a soldier? Luca Sciaccamolo, captain of the Venetian Navy, to be precise. I see. Then my instinct was correct. Perhaps you might help me. I am also in need of help, lady. Let's begin with your name. There's some information about this island and the strange creatures that inhabit the place. You may call me Umbrina. As for the island, I can only tell you it is a most peculiar place. But there's someone you need to meet who will have the answers you're looking for. But first, to continue, you will need an artifact, a rare sphere, hidden in a cave close by. You'll need this mask to open the stone gates. And what use is the sphere? Once you find it, you'll understand. Now go. The cave lies to the east, a short walk from here. You found a blue mask? Autosave. Right, there was a cave through here, wasn't there? Was it this cave? No, it can't be this cave because we don't actually have any way of hitting the correct angle for that. Aha! This cave. The mask on the statue. The Cave of Time. Pit is a pit, okay. If it looks like a pit, it's probably a pit. Don't think I can get across that. In a way, I kind of wish that the water was actually just done with pixel arts rather than with a shader. Can't get through there. Can't get left here because we can't slide that way. So it's got to be this way. Can't get across there because pits. Oh, we can make it behind that rock. See, that's not clear. That looks like it's blocking me. Okay, we can now go this way. I expect it took quite a lot of effort to design these areas. Where am I actually going from here? Oh, there's a lever there. I didn't even see it. Oh, that was... Hello? In Mercante? Oh no, this is an artifact. I thought it was a shopkeeper. This must be the artifact Brina was talking about. What a strange looking object. I wonder what its use. What's its use? That's weird English. You found a strange sphere? Wait, there's something written under it. It won't show you the future, nor predict your fortune, but will cast you in the past and help you with your burden. So whenever you get stuck or life's too overwhelming, just give it a good polish and start from the beginning. Let's give it a try. Find the reset sphere. If you feel stuck in a room, press circle to use the time sphere and reset it back as it was. I've killed some dudes. Okay, so you've got to kill them in a specific order. So you have to use enemies as blockers. Oh, that's not a chest. I don't actually understand how damage is being dealt. I think it is showing that the enemies have just got a health point and don't do damage, which is why me just touching them kills them. So those explode. Okay. What has that done for me? Oh, when you reset, it doesn't... It doesn't reset the switch. So now I can do this. Oh. But I don't have the correct mask. Damn it. I felt like I'd figured something out. Okay. Yeah, so it's all about figuring out orders, which is something that I'm not good at. And I suspect that's possibly part of the reason why I bounced off the demo. That's not going to get me there. That's hurrah! This room is mysteriously empty. Oh, this cave mouth. We are back outside, so we have the thing that we need. Controls are responsive. Pixel art is great. I did it! I retrieved the sphere. Such a peculiar object. I would be very curious to know its origins. But I imagine you have no intention of answering my questions. Please don't hold me against it? Ahem. Please don't hold it against me, Captain Sycamore. Here we are bound by certain rules beyond our control. The sphere will be of great help, believe me, but the path ahead is fraught with danger. You'll need more than just your physical prowess to defend yourself. There's another cave that conceals something useful west from here. Go there and retrieve what is hidden, and you'll be ready to meet the one who can help you. I have a feeling my stay on this island will be riddled with such inconveniences. Well, life is nothing but a succession of obligations and duties, isn't it, Captain? Now go. You don't want to waste any more time. Yeah, see, that enemy there has got a little 0 dagger, 1 health, and 1 mask, whatever that is. I wish it was overlaid a little bit more aesthetically. You know, it had a little bit of pop or separation. Okay, so cave to the west. Right, so I need to kill all the baddies. That's not going to work. I still don't think that's going to work, is it? Do. Right, do I need to take the... Okay, so the purple blocks don't stay... Don't see what that helps me do. Nope. And again, this is, I think, where it started to fall apart for me, because I don't find this very exciting. Is it brain engaging? Yeah, sure. But I don't play puzzle games because I only have a small brain. Don't see how I'm supposed to get this dude. There we go. Okay. Right, so we're locked into a... Right. Oh. So we could do with some health. Right. Aha. Okay. I like the little jingle. Right, we have made it to a warrior's rest. Okay, so we're going to need another mask. What a strange looking casket. Is this some sort of reliquary? Behold the remains of a proud condottiero. What? Who's speaking? Show yourself. Their hand was swift and their resolve strong, but time catches up with every one of us. Pray for their blessing and thou shalt be rewarded. Ugh, this place seems to be testing my sanity over and over. Well, here goes nothing. Oh, lost one, your prayer has been heard. With this sacred gift, your enemies will be no match for your strength. Receive the blessing of the sword and shield. And now, enemies spawn. Receive the shield blessing. Receive the sword blessing. Okay. Shields are great for protection, but each strike will remove one durability. Swords are great for killing enemies, and not much else. Watch out for weapon durability. Each strike will remove one. So we've got durability at the top. Weapon breaks. Multiple weapons can be equipped at the same time. Swap between them using L1. And be sure to use the right one at the right time. Bronze Claymore. Oh, I see. I've got different shields, so that's something to try and keep track of, which is... So I used the 2 to counter the 2? And then 1 to counter the... I guess? Oh, but I can't hit the switch. Because I need to do it... I guess that was right. Nope. Damn it. At least the puzzles stay done. Right. Another room, another puzzle. Okay, so pink ones rewind with us, grey ones don't. Okay, well that's our stuff broken. Still can't get to him though. Yeah, I'm trial and erroring this more than I'm actually actively thinking here. Oh. Look behind those statues. Oh, I've died. Treasure! A green mask! I wonder where it belongs. I don't know. Possibly on this statue in this very same room. Oh, God. I can see what I've got to do here. As you can probably tell, I'm falling into the exact same rut as I fell into with the demo. I just don't find this very exciting. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not a bad game, but it's a puzzle game, and I just don't find sliding around until I find the exact path to take massively exciting. It's just not a game for my type of brain. Yeah, when it clicks and you finally find the actual route, it's like, oh, yay, woohoo. But as it is, I'm just going round and round and round in circles because I can't see the answer and I'm bored, unfortunately. So I tried once again to get into this. I need to go and very quickly take a look at the patch notes for 2.0. So bear with me 1 second. Okay, so 2.0, quality of life, reworked the map for faster visualization, zoom in and zoom out. So I assume that's this. So that is definitely a thing. Clearer map section colouring and navigation, reworked fast travel system, improved guidance and tutorial flow, better music loop and track swap. You know, the music's been fine, but the longer you take in an area, the more repetitive obviously it's going to become. More precise sliding and control updates. I've not got any issues at all with the controls. Faster load times, higher, more stable FPS, runs perfectly on the Steam Deck. But I think realistically, it's just not the kind of game for me. It looks like a Zelda game. Got the right kind of isometric viewpoints, it's got the right kind of proportions and hero size and so on and so forth, but obviously it is a puzzle game, And whilst I'm sure it is a very good puzzle game if you have got the right kind of mindset for this, or you can see the paths and patterns, I just can't. And I get bored of trying to find, of trial and erroring. What is the best route? How do I get there? And so on and so forth. And I just end up hitting the same switches over and over and over again in the hope that something will click. But I've no idea how I'm supposed to get to. Because there's no way of stopping it. And I assume I have to come at it from the other way, but... But even then, I've got no idea how to stop myself in the correct location. I'm going to leave this video here. Sliding Hero is a really interesting and unique take on the Metroidvania. I am assuming, because I haven't really got to anything that I would consider to be a Metroidvania element at this point. But I think it's also probably quite clear that the game just isn't for me. The puzzles, as far as I can tell, are very well designed, very well thought through. I don't think there's any bugs or anything that I've encountered, but it's not my kind of game. And that is absolutely fine. That is not in any way a criticism of the game at all. You can tell from the fact that I've been going around and around and around doing the same thing over and over again that I'm not getting anywhere with it. It's not clicking for me. You can't please all of the people all of the time in gaming. And the one thing that I think this game does particularly well is the fact that it is so different to other kinds of Metroidvanias that you might have played. Yes, sure, I really like the pixel art, and I would love, because I would always love, more kind of Zelda-style games with pixel art this good. But that's not what this is, and me wishing it kind of was shouldn't take away from what has actually been achieved here, which seems to be a... Well, this is the thing. I don't even know what this style of game is. It's tagged as a Metroidvania. It's advertised as a Metroidvania. But it's more puzzle-focused, I think, than I really like. There's a reason why I haven't played Animal well. You know, one of the most critically rated Metroidvanias of the last 5 years or so. I've never played it. And I've never played it because there's no combat in it. It's puzzle focused, and I know that that's not my cup of tea. So as I said right back at the start, I bounced off the demo for Sliding Hero because it's combat. There is combat. It's not my kind of thing. If you see my tier list, I like my Soulsvanias. I like my games with deep combat, not necessarily challenging combats. Doesn't have to be hard, just has to be interesting. And I think for me, one of the issues, and it's a minor gripe realistically with this, is that I feel a bit trial and error-y in terms of trying to figure out how the sword and the different types of swords and the shield. Nothing's really tutorialized. And it's possible that is by design. It's possible that the dev wants us to trial and error our way through it. But I think I've been less trial and error and more accidental brute force, to the extent that I don't think I've actually learnt how the different stats and stuff works. And I think I personally would probably have preferred a little bit more of a hands-on tutorial. But that's, again, clearly because this isn't a game that is designed for people like me. And again, that's fine. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm not in any way saying that this is a bad game. I've got this reputation, apparently, for being moany and critiquey and hating everything. It's like, I don't hate everything. And I'm not moaning. I am offering feedback, I guess. But at the end of the day, even with a better tutorial for how combat works, it wouldn't change the fact that, as evidenced by this video, I would try and I would end up spending just loads of time just going round in circles, probably trying the same thing over and over and over again because my short-term memory sucks. And I like games where I can make progress. I don't mind whacking my head against the brick wall of a boss over and over and over again because it's active, whereas going round in circles and flipping levers and trying to figure out just how to get to that chest, that's a different kind of active, if that makes sense. That's more of a brain active, and I've only got a very small brain. So yeah, Sliding Hero, solid pixel arts, great systems as far as I can tell. Controls responsive, music was decent, although I think it probably was starting to get a little bit repetitive as I was getting a little bit bored of going around in circles. But that's not me saying that the game is boring, it's just that me saying that I don't really enjoy this style of gameplay. And that's fine. That's no slight on the game itself. It is unique, and if you have liked what you've... Well, let's be honest, the game's been out a while, so if you've liked what you've seen, chances are you've probably already picked the game up. But if this is your first experience with Sliding Hero, and you're thinking, yeah, okay, Demajen hasn't really clicked with it, but it looks like something that I'd be interested in. The game's still got it's got another probably 10 days or so of a 20% off discount. So, and even then, it's about 12, 13 quid to pick up, and it's apparently a reasonably sizable game. So maybe try it for yourself. There's a demo as well for you to try if you really want to kind of dip your toe in and see how it feels for you. But yeah, it's kind of a shame because it is such a unique take on the genre, and we need more unique takes on the Metroidvania genre, because otherwise there is that subset of people that are just going to be calling everything a Hollow Knight clone because 2D platformers are all Hollow Knight clones, or whatever people's reason are for doing this. So anything that you can do to stand out, I think, should be applauded. And at the end of the day, I am of the opinion that supporting indie devs is the best way of moving this genre and this industry forwards. So yeah, if you like the look of it, let me know whether you pick it up based on the video. There's no kickback or anything. I'm just really interested at what it is that appeals about these kinds of games to different people. Once again, thank you to the dev for letting me try this out. Much appreciated. Sorry it didn't click for me, but I really like the art. The art's great. And if you ever consider making a Zelda style game with similar kind of arts, let me know. For everybody else, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a wonderful day. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.